If you've been paying attention, you have probably seen the same videos I've seen on YouTube where some of the YouTubers are coming out saying that YouTube has changed. The algorithm has changed. The algorithm is no longer pushing our content. YouTube has redefined the way they put your videos out there to the masses. I'm still new to YouTube, and so I would have to say that I haven't seen it yet, so I'm really not sure how it affects YouTubers. It affects my channel and some of the other channels. But it's very interesting to know, and I'm glad that people are coming out breaking down the ways that YouTube has actually changed the game and changed the way that it gets our videos out there to people, because I always thought that it was always through your blood, sweat, and equity. You had to put in some real work into this in order to get your videos out there. You had to get people to share your videos. You had to literally pay to have your videos pushed. That's what I thought. But then I also knew about the algorithm and how the algorithm worked, where you would probably be seen more if you touched on certain subjects, of course. What's popular, what's popping right now, what everyone else is speaking on, what everyone else is interested in, what's viral, things like that. But no, it seems that I was wrong. Not 100% wrong, but wrong on how the algorithm of YouTube works. So let's find out, shall we?
An article came out saying that YouTube today, interesting thing about algorithms with YouTube, Mr. Beast's viewership, they said, has dropped 50%. Why has it dropped 50%? He used to get these videos, 900 million views, 500 million views, 400 million views. Now it's 60 to 120 million views. Now somebody said, well, listen, give me a 60 to 120 million views.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's being impacted. What did YouTube do? YouTube on the back end controls what? Go look at any of the top 50 podcasts that we follow and go to their YouTube channel. You'll notice, why is this guy down to 600,000 views, 200,000 views, 800,000? He used to get 4.8 million views, Why is that guy that used to do 600,000 views down to 300,000 views, 150,000 views? What you will notice is the following. Rogan is number one podcast in 94 countries on Spotify. But on YouTube, it's who? Someone else, Midas Touch. But why is that? Why is YouTube putting this? Because YouTube came out and said they used to favor, because they control recommendations. The algorithms of YouTube, they control recommendations. Like, do you remember during COVID? During COVID, they're like, if you use the word, there was certain word you used on the title, it would just drop off.
Yep.
Okay, whatever the words were. During COVID, there was like...
Oh, trust me, they were silencing a lot of people. You could not... There's still words till today you still can't say. And if you do say it, whether it's in your thumbnail or it's in your content, what you're speaking about, guess what? Then the algorithm is supposed to suppress that video so that it does not get out there to the masses. It doesn't even get out there to your subscribers. So nobody really sees it. And you wonder why it's doing low numbers like 2, 3, 4 views. It's only because the algorithm has literally suppressed that video because of that phrase or that word which you were not allowed to say, which is crazy to me because I thought it was freedom of speech. But I guess I'm wrong about that too.
50 words they didn't like. If you used it, it would automatically drop off. So don't use the word. All right, so people didn't use the word. Guess who controls the knob on YouTube viewership right now? YouTube does. You know what YouTube did? YouTube controlled the knob, and it was long-form suggestion, and YouTube went like this and said short form. We don't want any more long-form recommendation. Guess what YouTube announced last year?
Going back to long form.
YouTube last year announced as of July 15th, if it's a faceless YouTube channel, we're no longer paying you AdSense.
Yep.
What do you mean? So whoever controls the knob controls the viewership.
That's a
so
fact.
There is an element of the media changing on what they're favoring now. It's purely YouTube algorithm. Watch this. Mid-2026, they just made the announcement, YouTube's algorithm is increasingly favoring smaller emerging channels by prioritizing high-retention content over subscriber count. So what is YouTube doing now? They want more.
And I've seen this too because you can have somebody who's got 400K viewers, right? And their videos are doing 10K, 20K, 30K, 40K. And that's low for someone who has 400,000 viewers or subscribers. You're like, wait a minute. The math is not mathing here. But then you have a smaller channel like mine that's got 23K subscribers, but I'm speaking on the topics like pop culture and everything else that you're interested in. So guess what? My views go up, even though I have 23K followers. That's exactly what I've been noticing on YouTube, and I'm not complaining at all. Trust me, I am not complaining. Not to mention when he just mentioned the faceless channels. I'm not a big fan of those channels either, because I noticed that a lot of them just repost other people's content. They just repost other people's content. They don't get in front of the camera, so they don't do any real work. They use AI, and they post other people's content. Now, YouTube is actually telling people that you need to get in front of these cameras now. You need to become that personality that attracts viewers like you.
Or new people, because imagine YouTube sitting in a meeting, and they're saying, man, we're not having as many new content creators.
Yeah.
I don't know if this makes sense. Like, if you go look at last week, Instagram did a massive purge of followership. Rob, can you go to Instagram purge last week? I want to say Kylie Jenner lost 14 million people on followership in a single day. Can you type in purge?
Whoa, hold up. That's crazy, because I just seen a video with 𝗖𝗛𝗂𝘀𝘀 where he literally almost reached, I believe, 55 million followers. Yeah, 55 million, as if that's not a whole lot. And for some reason, before he got to 55, people started unsubscribing, and he just lost it. 𝗖𝗛𝗂𝘀𝘀 lost it. And I was watching the numbers just drop from 300,000 to 200,000 to 100,000. And I was like, wait a minute, what is going on? You could literally see it in real time. And 𝗖𝗛𝗂𝘀𝘀, as he crashed out, he was saying, I'm used to this. Why do they always do this? It's the kids. Is it?
Purge, what happened last week? Brands and some lost millions. Look at this, Vinny. Welcome to the greatest bot purge of 2026. Go a little bit lower, May 8th. Exactly.
I forgot about the bots. Wow. Yes. I forgot all about the bots. And how a lot of people actually, they cheat. They buy bots. Bots are on their page. They have all these subscribers, and most of them are bots. I forgot all about that. That's why you can see how many subscribers they have. Oh, you got 400,000. Oh, wow, you got 500K. Oh, you almost got 1 mil. But their views are not reflecting the number of subscribers that they have, which is curious. It's suspicious, isn't it?
Week ago. Can you go to the names of people that lost, the amount of people they lost? Because they right there. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So there was Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, account losing 15.2 million content creators. We're everywhere in the world. What do? Then they said, stop recommending the big popular podcast. Start recommending the smaller
ones.
Why do you want to recommend the smaller podcast? Why do you want to recommend
supply and demand? You want young people to believe in themselves.
Because you don't think the bigger podcasts are going to stop, except you're going to inspire the smaller podcast to climb up. Like, you know how you'll come and you say, I don't know what's going on, but I think YouTube's on my side right now. I'll say, hey, don't mess with that.
Yeah.
Because whenever the algorithms are on you. So this is the part that you have to pivot. You have to adjust as a content creator and find out if they want to build a media company. You're seeing the big foxes and these companies that are now bringing talent and saying, hey, do a podcast. Hey, we'll support you doing this. Everyone has to pivot. But the reality, what the world is learning, is whoever controls the knob controls the future content creators. Okay, is Nick Fuentes on YouTube? No. Why is he not? Because of who controls the knob.
Of course.
Okay, so where is he back on? X. Why? Because of who controls the knob.
Elon.
Where is he at? He's at Rumble. Why? Because of who controls the knob. So you just got to keep in mind, whenever these companies want to elevate somebody or destroy somebody, they can't, because they control the knob.
It makes so much sense. And this is the reason why whenever my channel has received a strike, it's not that many, it's not too many. I don't bite off of anybody. I don't copy anybody's shit. I create my own content, of course. But I have received a strike here and there for something minor. And I see that based on who controls the knob, as Patrick says, they determine your future. They determine how much you get paid. They determine if you live or not online. Literally. So what do you do as a content creator, especially a new one? You just continue to grind. You keep working. You keep inspiring to be better. You build that discipline. You wake up early in the morning. You start pumping out videos. You pump out videos when you don't feel like pumping out videos. You do what you have to do to compete against everyone else because, ladies and gentlemen, this is a competition. This is a blood sport. We are not here for play, just so you know. Of course, you should enjoy yourself. Enjoy it. Work is supposed to be fun because once you consider it fun, it's not work anymore. Have you never heard that saying? So, of course, enjoy yourself. But at the same time, you must know there are other people out there that are coming for you. And they smell the blood in the water. So you must work and work even more.
The nasty part of the story. Now, this doesn't mean that's the main reason and only reason that, they're having a hard time with it. No. Do bots play a little bit of game? Probably, but not that much. Is it YouTube controlling the knob? And that's why I'm being shadow banned. I've never liked when people said I'm being shadow banned. No, just improve your content. Yeah. Make it better. This is a brutal, brutal business to be in.
What did I just say? It's so much competition out here. There are literally hundreds and thousands and millions of content creators literally out here. And you think that your measly little channel is just going to get pushed by the algorithm, that YouTube is just going to favor your channel amongst all the other ones? No, it's a blood sport. You have to be competitive. Keep working on your craft. That's all it is. And you will watch yourself get better and better.
You take a camera and you go, I believe such and such, you are going to get attacked.
100%.
So if you don't like it, don't use the words, in my opinion, I believe. Just be quiet. But if you do say, I believe, in my opinion, expect people to come and hate on you. And that's part of the territory, period. And they're going to get it right now. But trust me, in 6 months, it's going to be somebody else. In a year, it's going to be, then they're going to say, well, let me tell you what's going on with 𝗶𝗶𝗄𝗏. Let me tell you what's going on. You're in the arena. Expect the heat that's going to come with it. But you can't also be like, well, I don't really give a shit what people say about me. You're an idiot when you say stuff like that. You're a clown. You're an arrogant, entitled person when you say, I don't give a shit what people think about me. If that word has ever come out of your mouth on the idea that I don't need to improve, you're a has-been, and the market's going to destroy you. I don't care who you are. If my kids come up to me and let's just say Dylan starts scoring a bunch of goals, he becomes the best player, and he's in the car and says, I don't care what the new coach says about me. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? No. What did the coach say? He says, well, I'm not running as much as I used to. He's right. What do you mean? Yeah, take his feedback. What do you mean you're not running? Well, I don't care what he says. No. That's not how life flies. You got to make sure you go out there and take that feedback. So we'll see what happened here. I'm optimistic long term. I think he's still young. There's going to be a lot of highs, a lot of lows. And then at the end of in 20 years.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy that Patrick says that because when I first started the channel, ladies and gentlemen, I have to tell y'all, you must be ready for all the negative comments. You must be ready for the haters. You must be ready for the naysayers. You must be ready for those who just don't like you for whatever reason, and most definitely the trolls, because they are out there. So you definitely can't say, I don't care what anybody says about me, I'm just going to ignore them. No. See, I welcome the hate. I want people to hate. I also want people to comment on my videos because I love having discussions. Now, when you get disrespectful, I'm going to put you out there. When I say I'm going to put you out there, I'm talking about everything about you. We will do a deep dive into who you are, especially if you don't have any photos on your profile. You're just one of those faceless comment haters. And that's what I call people like that. Instead of comment haters, that's what they are. They love to get in your comment section and just hate. That's all they do. So I love to do a deep dive on people like this because do you know what I have learned while on this YouTube journey? That people who are comment haters, and especially the ones that don't have any pictures on their profile picture and have 13 subscribers, they're normally losers. Literally. So if you decide to get into the content game, good luck to you. Stay tuned. We will bring you more content like this, and I will even try to help you out as much as possible because I want us all to succeed, not just myself. Until next time. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content.